Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to link to an article from Mother Jones. Yes, I know, a left-leaning publication, if there ever was one, or the closest thing we have, at least in America. And for those that you're wondering, yes, there's a cat behind my head. And it deals with the Tea Party revolution that's taken place in Florida, where they have gotten much of what they wanted in the last few years, and this is devastating the state of Florida. They've cut funding to all kinds of programs that benefit the middle class and poor, and slashed corporate taxes. They've reduced the corporate tax from 5.5 to 3%, and their goal, if they can stay in office, which isn't all that likely, I don't think, to 0 by 2018. But funnily enough, that hasn't boosted jobs in Florida. It has made corporations wealthier, though, and it means that they can give greater donations to Governor Scott so that he can, do more of this, I guess. And I think what's going to happen is that Florida is going to end up kicking them out of office eventually, but they're still going to be stuck with the damage that the Tea Party has done to that state. Now, here's the thing. Taxes fund civilization. They fund the programs that the 99 need. They fund the teachers, thousands of which were fired in Florida. They fund police and fire. They fund community clinics. They fund all kinds of things that the middle class and poor need that the Tea Party just doesn't care about. Then again, conservatives in general don't care about these things. As long as they're wealthy and they have what they're comfortable with, they don't really care about the rest of the people around them. The ironic part, of course, is that the Tea Party members, the actual voting body, are members of the 99, and yet they're cutting policies that will help them and their own families. In fact, there's a reference in the article where the wife of one of these Tea Party politicians actually tried to save some of the programs that her husband was voting to destroy and was unable to do so. So some of the people, at least related to the Tea Party members, are aware that what they're doing is dangerous and foolhardy and short-sighted in a massive way. But the Tea Party doesn't care about that. All they care about is what they're doing right now. All they care about is kowtowing to their conservative masters. The Tea Party is nothing but the brown shirt division of the GOP. They're not a ground roots movement. They are not in any way, shape, or form a movement of the people. They may have been for a brief period, and I'm talking like something measured in seconds, but they were quickly co-opted by the conservative agenda machine, and they are now funded by conservative members in the 1% who want the Tea Party out there doing their dirty work, all of their ugly things that has to get done to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, and make the gap between those who have and those who do not even larger. That's what the Tea Party's for. Like I said, they're the brown shirts. They do the bad things that have to be done so that the corporate masters are pleased. Now, Florida is just the most extreme case of what's going on in America. There are other states where this is going on. Wisconsin's a really great example. And of course, a lot of these people not only are voting on the don't tax anything, we don't care what happens to anyone else, let them all die, we are in absolute and utter madmen, but they're also frequently the pro-family candidates, which of course is rather ironic because they're not pro-family in the least. If they were pro-family in reality, they would be pro-worker. They would be making sure that the workers' rights and access to agencies that they need would be preserved and expanded, and not those of their corporate employers. But, the wacky pro-family people just decide that, who cares? Throw all the 99 to the dogs. It doesn't matter. Yes, you're going to say I'm speaking with a great deal of hyperbole. To a small degree, maybe I am. But that's what the Tea Party wants. They want to eliminate all the things that take tax money to pay for. Not seeming to understand that they themselves and their community at large need these things desperately. But they don't care. All they do is what they are told to do by the corporate conservatives that control them. The brown shirts never questioned their orders. They just went out, picked up the rocks, and smashed the windows.